I wasn't going to say anything, but I felt like the Lord wanted me to report this to you. The Lord gave me a few words to help me to understand what's going on with Jade, Helm, and with the Pope visiting the United States. The two words the Lord gave, or the three words the Lord gave me, very strange because this first word that he gave me, I've never heard this word before. And I actually had to look it up to see what it means. And it's the word Infamita. Infamita. And it means a most heinous act against one's own family or against family life in general. Now, this is an Italian word, and it's used in the mafia, and it was used in the movie The Godfather. Now, you may say, well, what does this have to do with Jade Helm? Well, you may not know this, but the Hitler worked very close with the Pope at the time during the Holocaust. The Catholic Church, the Pope, was supporting Hitler. And this Pope right now in the Vatican is a Jesuit. And so now put it together. A most heinous act against one's own family or against family life in general. The way I see this is the most heinous act against humanity. Now, the other word the Lord gave me is the word looming. So the two words he gave me right in a row, one was infamita, the other was looming. Now I looked up the word looming, and I was really shocked because the word looming is the word has to do with emerging. And I thought about that because George Bush Sr. used this word when he described the New World Order. He said, a new world order can emerge. Out of these troublous times, a new world order can emerge. So you put it together, a most heinous crime against humanity is looming. It also has to do with like a ghostly, the word looming has to do with a ghostly, obscure, foggy, mystical. I wasn't going to look up the word or give you the definition. You can look it up yourself, but I just thought I'll put it together while I'm doing this. I'll put it together with this is what it means, and this is really kind of crazy. Listen, the word loom or looming, appear as a shadowy form, especially one that is large or threatening. The synonyms for the word loom is emerge, appear, reveal itself, ghostly, shapes, loomed out of the fog. Now we've heard it been mentioned that the elite or whatever this elite class that are ruling the world, that they've been called the shadowy government. Well, when you have these two words given to you and you walk close to the Lord and the Lord speaks these two words to you. I mean, I woke up and these were the two first words that were given to me early in the morning. The first two words, I awoke to these two words. It wasn't like I was just walking, or doing something during the day and these two words came to me. No. First two words given to me when I woke up. Infamita, Looming. And then another day the Lord gave me another word which didn't go at this, was not the same day as this word, but the other word was imminent. Imminent. So these are like words God's been giving me to give to his people. And I have a network of over 100,000 people that we minister to. And the people, their reaction to this was, God is giving us a warning. God is letting us know that something's coming. Now, I want to put it all together for you again. A most heinous crime or act against humanity is emerging. Now, it's imminent. And that, again, when you look up these words, it means to come out of darkness. That's what it means. It means to materialize, to reveal itself out of darkness. So, without question, this can have to do with the Antichrist coming. Are you listening? Now, this word looming also means imminent. It means to be imminent or to be on the horizon, to be impending, threaten, just around the corner, to be in the air, in the wind. And I noticed that in the lyrics of one of the songs that this new group out of Europe is singing, called the name of the band is called Holy Hell. And one of the lyrics in their songs has to do with Satan coming on the wind. And they talk about the seals being released, and they talk about the one riding on the white horse with the bow, and how that is their master, and that they are worshiping him. And notice what it says here: to be in the air or the wind. That's what this word loom means. So, this all has to do with the Pope visiting the United States. The Lord made it very, very clear to me that when he gave me these two words, it was connected to the Pope. Well, this message that he's about to give, I forgot what the citicle or whatever it is, this thing that he's supposed to be giving, has to do with not only a warning, but that new laws are going to be put in place to control what we can and what we can't do to save the earth. And how government agencies will have to literally make it law where people are going to have to be regulated on how much water they use, how much electricity they use, how much gas they use, how many miles they're able to drive, all these things. They're tight. See, what's happening is our liberties are being tightened down on. They are literally removing our ability to move around to the point where we are eventually going to be, confined to a small space. Now, I don't believe that the wildfires that are continuing to burn, over 100 wildfires right now in the United States, that are in over 7 states now burning, with 30 to 40,000 firemen around the clock fighting these fires. I don't think that these fires are something that just happened because there's a drought or because it's dry. I think these fires are being set. In fact, they said on the news, and I couldn't believe they said it on the news, they said the firemen are actually starting fires to stop the fire. I never heard anything like that before, but they said it has something to do with drawing out or something. So they're literally starting fires. And it shows them. They got these canisters with flames on the end, and they're starting fires. I don't know how that works. But I believe that the plan is to drive the people down out of these areas And that's what's happening. They're saying it right on the news. They're saying, all we know is that the people need to head south. That's all they're saying. They're just saying, people head south. Keep heading south. So what are they doing? Well, they're trying to get the people to go down into the cities. They're trying to get the people out of the country land and out of the West, and trying to move them out. And I think that's what the wildfires has to do with. Now, you put this all together with Jade Helm, supposed to be only in 7 states, and now they're in 14 states. And I noticed every time they mention Jade Helm, nobody else mentions this, but nobody says anything about North Carolina. Military have been doing exercises in the civilian areas of Raleigh, North Carolina, for a couple of weeks now. And it hasn't been reported on. Nobody's saying anything about it. I'm from North Carolina, and they are doing the same things right here in North Carolina they're doing everywhere else. So this is not being reported, but they are taking over the whole United States of America. This is not a small operation. And this is something else I felt like God showed me just today. This is not going to stop. Jade Helm is not an exercise that is being carried out just to get them ready for something. No, this is going to continue. In fact, it's going to grow. And there's going to be more and more areas being taken over. And they're going to continue to tell the people, oh, this is just a training. This is a training exercise. What's going to happen is exactly what's already happening. When the public asked recently why these drills were going on, and the public was not being made known to the public before these blasts were happening, they were saying, oh, well, the military have told us not to let the people know so that we don't have prying eyes. Listen, when you're not telling the American people what you're doing, that's dictatorship. Listen, when you're setting off bombs that are literally shaking people's houses, and you don't have to give people any warning and tell them what you're doing. You talk about what happened to disturbing the peace, right? If you went out and you made too much noise with your boombox, the police can arrest you, right? But the military have a right to go blast bombs and shake people's houses, and the public officials say, oh, there's nothing we can do about it because the military, we have to obey the military? What? We have to obey the military? Well, what kind of talk is that? The military is supposed to be serving us. We're going to obey the military. So yeah. I do believe that this came from God. I believe the Lord gave me these words to describe what is coming. So I give this warning to you people. It's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse. All the military vehicles are already on the ground. All the tanks and everything's here. It's already in place. And I don't know. It just seems like people they can't believe it can happen in the United States of America. And I'll be honest with you. I can't believe it can happen. I can't believe it. I don't believe this is America anymore. I can't believe the things that are going on in this country. And I began to get overwhelmed when the Lord began revealing to me the things that are coming. And He gave me a dream several years ago when I was in Haiti, and I saw a nuclear weapon being detonated in the United States. And I just started getting overwhelmed, and the Lord said, He showed me, He said, look, He says, you can't keep focusing on those things that are coming because it's going to suck you up. It's going to engulf you. It's going to consume you. And so you got to focus on me.